Hey guys, wanted to bring you another NFL video of Jim Harbaugh on the Tim Kawakami San Jose podcast. Hopefully you guys had a chance to listen to it. If not, we'll provide down the link so you can listen to the full entity and how it went down. So pretty much, if you haven't seen it or heard about it, he was actually on his first podcast on Tim Kawakami, and this was actually Jim Harbaugh's first podcast. And listening, he was actually in California, in Pebble Beach or something, with his wife. You could hear it. And so they supposedly talk about 29 minutes, but the biggest thing that you got out of it was that there was no mutual parting of the ways with Jet York and the San Francisco 49ers. Now everybody kind of suspected the whole time, but now it's confirmed, and he actually spoke about it. And so that's kind of interesting, because most of the Niners and fans were thinking and kind of suspected this whole time. Now it's going to be interesting if Jet York is going to respond back. It's going to make him look really bad, like he already is, because, well, this guy pretty much let him go, and it's confirmed. And this was the best head coach that finished the first 4 years with a nice record, turned his team around, and you just hired Jim Tomsula for a yes man, and it's confirmed pretty much because Jim Harbaugh said so. And he never, and I suspect what happened, and what most people would suspect and agree, is that Jet York said, if you want to be out of your 1 year contract left, kind of leverage, and go to Michigan, you have the permission to go there if you agree that it is a mutual agreement that will part ways after the season. Because it sounded like, oh, we're going to know that same couple hours within the organization that Jim Harbaugh was let go. And he kind of knew. He said he knew right after the Seattle game on week 15 when they got beat 17-7. Jim Harbaugh was still coaching, doing his job, almost beat San Diego if you think about it, but ended up losing by 3 points because they let them come back. Then these guys were playing really hard for a meaningless game for them, but they beat out Arizona, so they could have gone 2-0, played really hard for their coach, and still there was no way to save Jim Harbaugh's job. So this kind of confirms everything that everybody suspected and knew, and it's going to be interesting if Jet York is going to respond or not. And so we now know that he doesn't care about winning. He is a problem of the product, Jet York. And so unless Jim Tomsula is the next Steve Kerr of for the San Francisco 49ers, because everybody thought, oh, Steve Kerr, he's never coached. He's not going to do well for this team. They're going to take a step back. A lot of people are eating their words now. But again, Mark Jackson went to the second round. We'll see how Steve Kerr could get them, how far. But I guess in everybody's mind, and what Jet York has said, Super Bowl or bust. So Jim Tomsula, if he doesn't have a Super Bowl or even get anywhere close, then it's a bust. Then this was a big step back. But technically, I would say if you're not higher than 8-8 on your first season, you're a bust. If you, actually, I want to keep the standard high, because Jim Harbaugh actually got the San Francisco 49ers to a divisional, to a championship, or not a championship, sorry, into the playoffs in the second round. So if you don't get your team into the second round, Jim Tomsula, this was a failure, and same for you, Jet York, and Trent Baalke. So, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, and this was confirmed. This could be maybe the curse of Harbaugh. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe for more NFL video. Thanks.